playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good AFC matchup in store. As it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Baltimore Ravens. The third of 3 games to finish up this Sunday. We might save the best for last, and off we go here in the Wild Card round. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the... They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Open man is Higgins. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and a couple. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Again, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll look to throw again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Steelers first down.
Back to throw again. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Carry by Taylor to start the drive. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
The slot man in motion right. They'll look to throw here on first down. Got a man complete. It's Taylor. Shreds it with a stiff arm. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a big play there for Baltimore. And even 60 yards. So first and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. Smith trying to run for it. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So they get pushed back to the 11. And here's second and goal. They'll drop to throw. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a third and goal situation. They'll look to throw here. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Pat Fryermuth from 4 yards out. And the Ravens will strike first here in this wild card matchup. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. T. Higgins, 66 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from drawing level. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there.
And nothing but daylight ahead. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Back to throw here. They'll roll him out right. They'll get that one to Taylor complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll run here with Taylor. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. Flush to his right. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. From 8 yards out, and the Ravens have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle, and that makes the score 14-7. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field and try to tie this football game. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 2nd and 3. He's going to air one out. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. 40 yards. And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On play action, they'll throw. Left side, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Ravens force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And that to the 30. It'll be second down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Oh, a design run for their wideout. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they looked very aware that those could happen on any given down.
Escaping the pressure right. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 6. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this, and it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up second down.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
A second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
And this will be swung out wide for Taylor.
Touchdown! Jonathan Taylor, an 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Ravens continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to take another shot here.
And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. McKenzie now to return it. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game.
No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
He'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. From 19 yards away. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision. The end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late. That wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Now a play fake here on first down.
He finds Mayer here.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
First down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
A gain of 16 yards.
They'll look to throw again.
First down, Steelers.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
But when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw again.
That is caught.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 14. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Taking it in from 14 yards out.
And the Steelers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
35. Steelers 14.
I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. 47 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
They'll drop to throw.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Flushed out right.
Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Aubrey now for the point after.
And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Ravens 35, Steelers 21.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he gets this up past the 30.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
They'll look to throw here. And that'll be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower. That front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
On the counter, it's Taylor.
Oh, fighting off the defender. Oh, refusing to go down. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick six. Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. And his kick is right there. It's good.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now a dump off here complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
13 yards. First down, Steelers.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Short throw, Roberts with it. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
T. Higgins with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll get this off to Taylor. And running with power here. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Ravens are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They go play action here on first down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And did he get the feet down? No. They'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, their playoff run may end right here. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And you'd have to say they have done what they set out to do in this wild card round. It won't get easier from here, of course, but they'll certainly have some momentum built up for when they hit the road in the divisional round next weekend. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this one is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On play action, they'll throw.
This taken in by Downs.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where, as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Juju Brents. And the Ravens are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles. So the final seconds of the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and this one they've been in control. They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit for how they played in this one.
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Yeah, you know.